Welcome back everybody, Broadbent here. Today we're taking a look at the new update 0.59, which has brought to us dedicated servers. Now this update video is going to be rather different to the usual. I'm not going to be showing you anything because there's nothing to show you, but instead it's going to be a bit more of a discussion and we're going to be talking about dedicated servers. I'm going to cover topics such as how this affects you, how you can get one, and should you use the tool that's been released. So if that tickles your fancy, sit back and grab some popcorn. So the first question is, what is a dedicated server? Now a lot of you were asking that in the last update video. So essentially, a dedicated server allows you to place your world onto a remote computer. That computer will stay on 24/7 and it will be running your world. That means that you can disconnect, your friend can disconnect, and the world will still be active. That's a very simple definition of what a dedicated server is. Now there's so much more stuff that it can do and will allow us to do in the future, but I'm just covering over the simple definition. So that leads me to the question, what does this mean for the players? The average player that doesn't mess around with any mods, just wants to play the game and have fun. So if said player does own a dedicated server, and I will get to that in a moment, that will allow the game to be loaded 24/7, like I said previously. Anyone can join and everyone can leave and this game will still be loaded. This will also potentially allow for a better connection between the player and the game, meaning that you will have less lag. Now alongside the dedicated servers, they've also introduced Valve Anti-Cheat, otherwise known as VAC. So if you have a world open, for example, that you want to be strictly survival vanilla, and I have mod API on with cheat menu, I won't be able to join your game. That's essentially what's going to happen with VAC. So something else is that it will allow players to join and connect more easily. So what I mean by this is, for example, if I wanted to set up my own server for my fans, I could do that and you would be able to join real easily. Boom, you're in. You'd be able to talk to everyone, just have fun. There wouldn't be any messing around with, oh, I'm hosting it, are you hosting it? You can just join and play. Now by this point in the video, you're probably already asking, Broadbent, why aren't you showing us how to use the dedicated server tool? I've waited this long. Well, I'm simply not going to show you how to use it, and I've got a few reasons why. First one is it's in its very early stages. This is the first pass of dedicated servers and it's very buggy and it's got a few issues at the moment. I'm going to wait until the developers work it out. I've already seen the developers jumping around servers and investigating issues. Also, that means that it may change a lot. In the future, the server tool could completely change, it could be revamped, we just don't know. But straight up, as a player of the forest, you simply don't need to use it. You will not gain anything from downloading and using this to run a dedicated server. That's because if you download it and run it on your computer, that won't magically create a server somewhere and host your world. The world is still on your computer. Essentially, yes, it will be a dedicated server, but if you want to go and turn your computer off, you're closing the server, so the server will go down. So for now, it is highly suggested by the developers that you keep using the normal peer-to-peer. That means when you host a world and someone joins it, or someone hosts a world, and then you join theirs. And that's pretty much because it's much more reliable right now. So for those of you who are still stuck around and really want to know, how can I get my own dedicated server? Well, you've got to understand that first of all, you're going to have to pay for it. That's how they've worked before. So if you've ever played Minecraft, you will understand exactly how these servers are going to work. You will have to go to a hosting website, purchase the server, and then connect through that. Now, I've been scanning the web constantly for the past day to try and find a really good hosting website that's affordable and has a good reputation, and I've only really found one. Now, I'm not going to list it in the description because I don't know if their service is any good. Their servers aren't available right now. It's only been like 2 days since this has come out, guys. You've got to understand this is very early stages. So when it comes into the future where it's much more stable, reliable, and there's some good server hosting services out there, then I will make a video where you can learn how to get your own dedicated server. So that does conclude the 0.59 update video for dedicated servers. Really interesting stuff, just give it some time to iron out and just become a smooth process, because right now it's going to be a bit of a rocky road. Now, if you're the kind of person that does need to use the dedicated server tool, you should already know how. It's all there, the documentation is there. For the average player, you really don't need to. Alright everyone, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this update video, please be sure to press the like button below. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you in the next video.